Peace. Infinite waters diving deep once again. We are out here, baby, with my friends. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. 10 secrets soulmates won't tell you. But why, Ralph? They're too busy making love. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there? Okay, now, we got a question. What is the secret to finding the one? Like a lot of us, we dream of finding this perfect person. Wait a minute, are you perfect yourself? So let me share with you what's helped me along my journey, because I've been in so many different relationships that I know what feels right and what doesn't. And I've realized and learned a lot about relationships, and when it comes to meeting someone who complements your energy, right? And someone who definitely doesn't. So let's start with the first secret soulmates won't tell you. Instead of searching for your soulmate, start looking for your soulmate. Slow motion that side. You see, soulmates won't tell you that it wasn't always peaches and vegan cream. Like, they had to get married to themselves first before they could find their other whole. Now, most of us in relationships, if you are looking for the perfect partner, what happens? We're always looking for someone outside of ourselves, and we're like half full, waiting for someone to complete us. And that was me along my early journey, until I realized instead of looking and searching for my soul mate, I had to look for my soul mate, right? But once you have found your soul mate, you know your soulmate from their energy, not from their words. And that's what helped me along my journey, because you see, a lot of people, they talk a good talk. But for me, I can recognize a soulmate from the glance, okay? You know it when you see it. When I talk about soulmates or people helping us evolve, because that's what essentially soulmates are, we have many different soulmates because we are meeting people at different times to learn different lessons to help us evolve even more. Slow motion that side. Okay, so when we talk of this complete harmony with someone else, you know it by the way they make you feel, okay? By the glance, when people say love at first sight, okay? This is a secret soulmates won't tell you. When they saw a picture or when they first met that person, they were instantly attracted to that person on all levels, not just physically, but mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. What's the second secret soulmates won't tell you? That they are in a water relationship. Okay, you got the water relationship, then you got the Coca-Cola relationship. Now, I've been in a lot of Coca-Cola relationships. That is the toxic relationship. That is the relationship which is full of arguments. Ever been around someone and you can't stop arguing? Like, you can't stop arguing with them? Yeah, that's a Coca-Cola relationship. It's not good for you. Water relationships are transparent. Okay, a key ingredient of a soulmate relationship is transparency. In essence, they are your reflection. Slow motion that side. The water relationship is always giving. It is always pure. The Coca-Cola relationship is contaminated. It's not good for your health. Okay, that's why a lot of people who are in soulmate relationships, their health starts to improve. They start to get that baby glow. You're like, why are you glowing? Oh my gosh, because you don't even want to know what happened last night. Or maybe you do because it's so exciting, right? You can't even imagine what we did last night, right? What's the third secret? Soulmates won't tell you. They won't tell you that, you see, many times we think people who have found the one or their perfect partner, their soulmate, whatever name you want to call it, right? They think it's all like a fairy tale. No, absolutely not. Okay? Because what happens? I've been in relationships where nobody told me the truth. And when I meet soulmates, people who are at the exact same frequency as myself, okay, because we don't just have one soulmate, we have many soulmates all over the planet. Probably one in every single country. Okay? So what I realized was that they are honest with you. It is a person who is 100% honest with you. And a soulmate is very rare. It's like a diamond. Okay? 1 in a million. Well, actually, diamonds aren't that rare. We'll come to that later. They're not that rare, actually. They're pretty common. Anyway, they are honest with you. Like, they will tell you to just take that off right now. They will tell you what they really feel. Even though you're like, well, that's your opinion. But they will tell you how they feel. They don't have a filter when it comes to even expressing their love to you. They are very vulnerable. They'll tell you what happened to them in their childhood when their parents took away their cookies and they started to cry for like 5 hours. They'll tell you intimate stories. Like, you can be really silly around a soulmate. That's how you know, right? And that's secrets soulmates won't tell you. If you are around a person and you're always tense and tight, they are definitely not your soulmate. If there is an awkward silence too, no, they aren't your soulmate, right? So soulmates, they can observe the silence together. Slow motion that side. That is total honesty. Observing total silence. It's not awkward. It's just fantastic. What's the fourth secret soulmates won't tell you? They won't tell you this, that many times in a relationship, you have to go through different people first before you get to me, right? They realize that no relationship they've been in was a waste because every single relationship led them to that person. Now, a lot of the times we can't forgive ourselves for being with someone. We say, oh my gosh, I can't believe I allowed myself to be with this person, right? But hey, soulmates won't tell you they are so grateful for every single person they've been in a relationship with because it's led them up to this person. Like, how amazing is that? So soulmates realize that every relationship is actually helping your evolution. What's the fifth secret soulmates won't tell you? 7-day vegan challenge. Now, a lot of soulmates won't tell you this, that we have soul food, but then we have soul food, right? When it comes to food and love, soulmates know this, that yes, food and love go together. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. But they realize that they share a common respect for each other's eating habits. Now, I'll give you a story. I used to date a woman in Ethiopia, and it was a great relationship. I even went there. That's why I always talk about Ethiopia. And that was at the time I was becoming a vegan. And I was giving her information, okay, become a vegan. But she didn't want to hear it. She was like, yeah, maybe. But she was eating a lot of ketchup, right? A lot of junk food. And I'm like, is this so satisfying? So satisfying? No. So satisfying, right? Get it? So satisfying, right? So soulmates respect each other's eating habits, but at the same time, they work together to eat better together to inspire each other. So when I was in another relationship with someone who had a more compatible eating lifestyle to me, because they were also vegan, it was amazing. It was like a huge inspiration. Okay, and soulmates won't tell you that they have very similar eating habits. If you are vegan, they are vegan. Okay, if you eat this, they eat that. Not all cases are like this, mind you, but the majority. Why? Because you see, a soulmate connection is a reflection. Let me repeat that. A soulmate connection is a reflection. So that's why people always ask me, Ralph, I'm doing the 7-day vegan challenge and now my relationship is going a bit haywire. I'm not surprised, because once again, food and love go together. Like, once I started to eat more living foods with live enzymes, right? I wanted to meet someone who shared the same love I have for stuffing strawberries in my mouth and the same love I have for like all of these animals. And if you don't have that, then I'm sorry. Bye. No, I'm just kidding. Come right here. Okay, what's number 6? What's the 6th secret that soulmates won't tell you? Now, a lot of people say I'm busy, and that used to be me along my journey. Like, a lot of my early relationships weren't the best. Why? Because I was like so busy. Like, relationships were not my priority. Work was. And a lot of people right now are on that hamster. You're on that wheel, right? You're a hamster on that wheel. Like, you're going around really fast. Yeah, you're a work addict. Ain't nobody got time for relationships. Relationship isn't your top priority. Now, soulmates, people who have found the one, who have great relationships are a top priority. In fact, they even come ahead of work. Slow motion that side. Because soulmates, they realize like they got the money, right? They got the top job and they still weren't happy. But they realized for their next level of evolution, they had to be with their other whole to go to the next level. And that's what I realized, because when I was like just working all the time, I had no time for even the person I was with. Afterwards, I'm like, gosh, was it really worth it? Because when you meet someone, you are meeting another universe. Slow motion this side. Do you know how precious and valuable that is? So right now, along my journey, like relationships, great connections, these are the top priority, right? Even more so than work. But soulmates won't tell you that the reason why their connection is a top priority is because they are working together on a similar mission. That's the big secret. Like, I've been diving deep. Like, you better be able to dive deep with me, baby. You better. You better. What's number 7? They won't tell you that your vibe attracts your tribe. Now, you probably heard this saying, but you got to be in the right place at the right time and have the right frequency. Now, a lot of the times our soulmates are passing into our lives and we don't even know it. Why? Because once again, we are preoccupied with other things, therefore allowing ourselves to become disturbed. So I realized that, okay, I get it. In relationships, as we change, the types of people we meet also changes. So check this out. When I was eating a lot of meat, yeah, I did meet a soulmate. At that time, we got along great because she liked a lot of meat too. But then once I became a vegan, I was on a whole different frequency. That relationship now was incompatible with me, right? So it just wasn't going to happen. So as we change, as your vibe changes, as your energetic frequency changes, the people you attract into your life now change. So if you meet someone who's on the same frequency as yourself, that's a soulmate. The greatest relationships have the highest levels of resonance. Slow motion that side. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Okay, let's talk about number 8. Now, the 8th secret soulmates won't tell you. You still reading those fairy tales, right? What is it, Ralph? Look, ego, a 3-letter word, just a tiny 3-letter word that can destroy a relationship. Oh my gosh, that's right. Happened to me along my journey, right? There was a time where we've all been in ego, and I've realized that as my ego is dissolving, ego is not negative, by the way. You actually need the ego to help you become your greatest version. I'll do a whole video on that. But a lot of us, we let our ego take over to the point where it actually affects our relationships. I talk about men of purpose and women of purpose. A lot of women write to me saying, gosh, my boyfriend, my husband, he's never got time for me. He's always working and this and that. And same thing. Guys write to me saying their girlfriend, their wife is always busy doing other things and stuff. So ego sometimes creates separation. That's why soulmates always work on very similar missions. So they are around each other a lot to have quality time. Ego, that 3-letter word that can destroy a relationship. How does this happen? A lot of people say, well, I'm earning millions of dollars, so that means that I'm better than you in the relationship because I am providing for you. Like a lot of guys think they can just impress women with money. Women don't care about money. What they do care about is if you're good in bed. Don't worry about it. Look, when you realize this secret, that the ego sometimes can get in the way, okay? It can get in the way. Let's be honest. And soulmates have allowed their ego to dissolve. So they become one. Okay? And that is why when you are with your soulmate, you know, because you're not trying to prove anything to them, like show off, like, okay, I got this, I got that. You don't have to do that because like both of you know you're just like really silly anyway. Like they've seen you in your pajamas, like dancing around to like Sweet Dreams, right? You can't hide from them. They've seen you at your most vulnerable moments, at your most silly moments, at your most beautiful moments. And that is why you are their complement. What's the 9th secret soulmates won't tell you? Oh my gosh. A lot of us, we have mind connections. Okay, where do you work? Oh, that's great. I work over there. I cough a lot too. Oh, you cough? Oh, that's great. These are mind connections, by the way. Right? Mind connection is like status. Okay, you live in Beverly Hills. So do I. Oh, you live in Mayfair. Oh, so do I. Like, these are mind connections, right? It's all about what I can get from this person. The heart-based connection is what soulmates have. I give you an example. Growing up, I was more geared towards lust than love. Now, lust, what's the difference between lust and love? Oh my gosh, he's got a great body. Yeah. Or a lot of women say, oh my gosh, he's so tall and dark and handsome, right? I love his shoulders. They don't obviously tell you that, but that's what they're thinking. Why? How do I know this? Because they tell me that. Look, right? That's beautiful because once again, we're here to reproduce, baby. Let's not get that confused. But at the same time, love is about what you can give to the person. Lust is what you want to take away. So what helped me along my journey was to say, okay, I know this is a soulmate relationship because I want to give more than I want to take. A lot of people are like, gosh, I just can't wait to get in bed with this person because you want to take away. See, soulmate relationship is like, I can't wait to share this information with this person. Slow motion on this side. I can't wait to help them become their greatest version, baby. I can't wait to help them evolve and for them to help me evolve. That's soulmate, right? That's a secret they won't tell you. They're in their heart, not just in their mind. What's the 10th secret? Soulmates won't tell you that when they are around each other, they create a lot of sympathetic vibrations. What am I talking about? The science of sympathetic vibrations is that it is when vibrations are moving towards each other. When vibrations are moving towards each other. Can I get a hello? Now, a lot of us, we don't even realize how powerful this is. When vibrations are moving towards each other. You see, in relationships, like I've been with people where I'm trying to get away from this person, even though we're together. It's a hassle. That's not a soulmate. That's not the one because you're trying to get away. Sympathetic vibrations, you're trying to always move towards each other. Like you're driving to see someone. You're driving to the airport. You're moving together. Right? As soon as you finish work, you're going to meet them. You're moving together. By being in each other's presence, you now both become better. Now, a lot of Coca-Cola relationships, when you both are together, the frequency decreases. You both feel worse afterwards. No, soulmates won't tell you that when they are both together, the frequency increases. They are better together. Each person becomes better. They're happier. They're glowing more. Their health improves. Mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, whatever you want to call it. They are reborn just by being with their reflection. So there you have it, baby. Feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? We are out here. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana. Getting high. Infinite waters. Diving deep once again. Stay well. Stay healthy. Peace. You!